Welcome to Oops All Segments, the very best podcast hitting your eardrums at this very moment. I'm Kevin.
I'm Thomas. Today we're here with returning guest, fan favorite. You know him as the guy who asked all the ethics of robotics questions under the pseudonym Char Aznable. It's Luke Cecelon. Welcome, Luke.
998. 999. Oh, 1,000.
What the fuck?
Oh, sorry, guys. I was just doing some push-ups. Didn't catch you guys were there.
You know this is a video podcast, right?
If you're watching the video, you can see Luke is sitting motionless in front of the time passage background.
You guys gonna call me out like that? All the audio listeners would have known shit. All right?
Yeah.
I thought you were just straining your brain trying to count to 1,000. Like it was just that
hard.
mentally taxing to
you done it?
those high numbers. No, I haven't. I always fall asleep around 300.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Best Zack Snyder movie. So
it's actually pretty boring.
Luke, what's going on, man? How are you?
Wait a second. Don't interrupt our 300 our weekly 300 discussion. I
Where you
remember
just said it's
sometimes
actually pretty boring.
I remember sometimes that movie features what is his name? The guy who plays
Hold on,
McNulty
it
on
sometimes
The Wire,
features? The movie
something.
features it sometimes? Is the guy...
Yeah, well, it's not.
Oh,
he's not there in every
I thought
scene,
you meant like
but
in
some
certain
scenes, he's there.
screenings.
I forgot he's in that movie.
He plays the creepy, like sexual predator guy. I believe is McNulty from The Wire, and that's a fun
Dominic
little
West.
unexpected- Dominic West, yes.
Yes.
Pretty fun crossover.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, this is a good. Hold on. Let me get you a nice little photo of Dominic West here. He looks great.
He's got a big mouth.
Pretty. Yeah, he does. Theron was his name.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
movie.
Fuck.
And
When this first came out,
What the fuck
I
did I
thought
do?
that was what's his face. Oh man, not Matt Damon. Who's the guy who kills DiCaprio in Departed? Super Brooklyn guy. Wahlberg. I thought that was Mark Wahlberg at first when I was a young kid, being like, "That's who that is," because of that.
Yeah. Well, looking at someone who's a sexual predator and assuming it's Mark Wahlberg is pretty good logic. Let's check in, Luke. How are you? What's going on?
It is hot in Toronto. It's just blazing those sun rays all over the place. My apartment, as you guys might have recalled when you visited, is tiny. There's not much airflow, so I just have to keep like moving fans around. You know how like there's like bachelors who have like one light bulb that go from space to space? I'm like the guy who has the one fan who has to move it with me as I move from this.
Oh, yeah.
Is one fan not sufficient enough to like kind of move the air about the like? Does it not oscillate?
It does not. I bought a really tiny shitty fan. It's just one direction on me.
You could invest in a better product probably. I think you could love
cheap.
yourself a little
you
more.
You can get an oscillating fan for like less than
I paid
$40,
$20 for my non-oscillating fan. So
I'm pretty sure you can get an oscillating
so tell
fan
me,
for
is
$20.
oscillation a $20 feature? Is it worth $20?
I mean, I don't know. You're moving around your fan in your apartment all the time. Is it? You tell me. Is it worth it?
As a person who has a show that has one fan, I will say it's not enough. You know, sometimes you feel the lack of just one fan. It doesn't really fill you up with all of the things
especially if that fan
crave.
doesn't move. Yeah.
Well, our fans do oscillate to other podcasts for months on end, and then occasionally they'll oscillate back when we have Luke back on.
I guess they recognize, someone they enjoy, someone they love.
So that's me, boys. I'm in Hot Town.
I understand. Well,
Hot Town.
that explains the beach background.
Gotta be real.
That you've sort of
Yeah.
adopted.
And you boys, are you blazing?
Yeah. I mean, it is. We're coming out of a heat storm in Winnipeg. I did wake and bake this morning, and call me Ghost Rider because Johnny Blaze over here. Not great. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that even his name?
Yeah. What's up?
Johnny Blaze, yeah.
Is that his name?
Johnny Blaze?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah.
All right.
I have something to show you guys. I just want your thoughts kind of more or less.
It's really hot in Chicago, too. I know I didn't have time to answer, but...
well, I thought we'd go to you after.
Okay.
Dear God.
Hell yeah. Ooh, no. That's my biggest fear. So Kevin just showed a Facebook reel. It was kind of a recreation of an assassination attempt on a duke. It featured CGI poop falling onto the assassin's head, but he was not deterred. Deterred being the operative word.
Well, he was sort of definitely turd. Yeah.
Deterred the Duke by stabbing him through his ass, which is something every time I sit down to take a shit, I always have to stand up and look in case there's a spear or an alligator.
Can you imagine being
in
the roll call for a medieval army and knowing that's one guy's job every day and just hoping you're not called for it?
Mm-hmm. You think there's
every day?
There's one every day. There was one guy who,
because if the next day the guy's not dead,
I think it was.
You gotta send in another
exceptional.
Yeah,
I think it was exceptional because it happened to one guy. I think it was something that
Kevin,
you
foolish fool.
I mean, imagine the hate you have to climb up a fucking toilet. Like, you know how pissed off, literally pissed off.
on.
Like, you know how, you know how mad you'd have to be with somebody to climb up a toilet and take their shit to the dome just so
Kevin,
you could
I don't
kill
know.
them?
Maybe for you, murder is like easy. Like emotionally, it's not that demanding to get yourself to the place where you need to kill someone. But for me, if I don't have their shit on my head, I'm not going to be angry enough to kill them. So it's actually a little bit of a stimulant for me emotionally to get me over that threshold.
Wait, you think it'll kind of edge you up?
It's hard to be like, this is a human being. I can't end a life. This is a soul. Just like me, we're all part of the same space dust.
Then feces
and then he
lands
shits
on your
on
head,
my
and then
head.
you're sort of
I'm like, I'm going to stab
by your own
ass.
dick hard, and you sort of thrust upward and stab his
Did you
ass.
say foist by my own dick hard?
Yeah.
Why did you show us this, Kevin? Why did you show us any of that?
Well, no, hang on. Let's not even find out. What I think about is, you know how like when you're on Netflix and you spend like 2 hours looking for the perfect thing to watch, you spend more time searching through stuff to like than actually watching a movie. I feel like Kevin is just trolling the internet, waiting until he finds an image of like human waste, and then suddenly his brain lights up like a slot machine, and he's like, you see the dollar signs in his eyes.
I'll see if I can show you guys what my reels are like now on Facebook. So, just like this, like, so it's another thing like that.
A lot of military AI images.
Yeah,
it's all the war. Why is it all war based?
Kevin, you got something you want to say?
I don't know. I'm interested in reigniting medieval combat, and I think that was like World War II era stuff. I'm just a big fan of small soldiers.
You're excited to enlist and help defend us against Iran. So
Zoran Mamdani. Yeah.
Enlist to New York City and fight off Zoran's army. Cool. Well, it's really hot here. It's brutally hot, but we have some good news. We replaced our mattress a few months ago now.
All right,
and we had our don't play the Pornhub. And we had our old mattress. We had our old mattress just leaning against. Yes, dear, I'll be there. I'll be there in a second to help you nut. We had the old mattress just leaning against our wall for months because I didn't want to just get rid of it. It's still pretty good, and it was like this super annoying thing. It just took up all the space. We also have a TV in our room now sometimes to help avoid the noise of our downstairs neighbors, and the mattress was leaning in front of it, so we couldn't even use the TV. It's been there forever, and we finally got our friend Andrew, who's been on the pod, to take the mattress off our hands. He was very happy to get it. We were happy to give it to him. It felt like it wasn't so wasteful.
Did he like decide? I feel like I remember you telling a story about him opting to take it like at a party or something. Or
we had it at a party. We drew on the chalkboard, "Does anyone want our bed?" And then so people would come in during the party, would come into the bedroom, take a look, and he was using like an extra large bull on a queen frame, and he needed a queen, so we gave it to him. He got a little U-Haul. We helped him move it there. It was so fucking hot though. We were all sweating through our butts, and
but it was
we got
a
it in
purge.
there.
You now have your fuck room is now more usable.
The fuck room is restored. Good news, gang. We're back.
How has the podcast changed since you've last been on it, Luke? What's
God,
different?
Like,
you must not listen because you asked if Kevin blazes.
it is.
I don't really smoke on air anymore, by the way.
That's true. You smoke on business now.
Very nice. Thomas has a sweet background.
Not very.
Kevin still has good posters. Kevin has a nice haircut. It's like you guys put in like this huge budget into this, and I assume you're making a lot of like cash money now, because
yeah. Well, we do have huge sponsors now.
I had to send Kevin like $13,000 after last episode, so we're hoping that some of that is visible in the show. Some of that payment could maybe help upgrade.
We'll see if I reinvest. We'll see if I reinvest, because I mean, I've just been StreamYard's expensive, and you know, in order for me to have the studio that I record in, I have to pay a mortgage. So that $13,000 is going.
You sort of write off your home
for this. I write it off as a place of business
expense.
Yeah.
Why don't we spin the wheel and get started here with the warm-up segment? Here we go. Woo! Okay, we've got one of Jesse Bergen's inspired segments, Dragons and Diners. Participants must discuss the role Guy Fieri would play in the Game of Thrones universe.
So this will be good. Thomas, have you seen Game of Thrones at all?
I've not seen. I saw the pilot episode, and I've seen the Hodor clip. That's about it.
That's
but
good. The Hodor clip.
How is the cuisine in Westeros? Do you see a lot of people eating? Are there like
there's a lot of eating, because like there's like a lot of, especially like feasts. Some things happen at feasts quite a bit, and there's like a character that grows up to be a little baker guy. What's his? He has a weird name. His name's like Meat Pie or something, isn't it? Like there's like a little fat kid in the show that hangs out with Arya.
Fat kid named Meat Pie. I can't believe I missed this show. It sounds
Hold on
awesome.
a second. Let me look him up. Meat Pie, Game of Thrones. I think
Luke,
that's his
have
name.
you seen? You've seen all of Game of Thrones, right? Luke?
Sorry. It's Hot Pie. Hot Pie.
I watched
Hot Pie.
Like everything in the span of like a few weeks. And then the only thing I didn't see was the second half of the last season, which apparently everyone hated. So
and it's bad. So yeah, the last season is pretty rough. There's hot pie for you. Yeah.
Okay. So that could be the Guy Fieri character. I mean, I imagine a character holding a spear with a frosted tip. I think that could be a kind of nice touch.
Oh, that's interesting.
Honestly,
that's something. Yeah.
Because it's winter's coming, so you frost. It's like an ice spear.
I think he's like he's the cook of the realm. Everyone goes to him for every meal, and we just see endless scenes of people being like, "Can you poison this meal?" And he's just managing all the different poisons for all the respective things.
So he's the only cook in the whole realm.
Everyone goes to him.
Westeros is supposed to be like a huge like
and he's
massive,
the guy,
right?
He's
like
the guy for everyone.
Country. Yeah, that's why his name is Guy Fieri.
Kevin, there's one king.
Okay,
there's one king for the whole realm, and you're like, this one cook, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess that's true. That is true. One king, one cook. Yeah, I think there should be one person doing every job in Westeros, and that's
one
it.
doctor,
So
one blacksmith,
and
yeah.
Is there a diner, a drive-in, or a dive equivalent in the world? Like, what are the fantasy versions of those kinds of locations?
Right, because
There's
TV shows don't really exist. They don't. They did do some I feel like they have the whole performers I guess it's he's kind of a bard of himself, right? Like he's sort of doing charismatic, hey, this thing's happening.
Yeah,
I guess
bard
it's
is pretty good.
Honestly, it's probably like being a guy who sings songs in pubs about other restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Because Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives features restaurants, right? He's not actually doing the cooking.
He's
talks
going.
about
he does a goose he ate in some other town, and they're all like, "Damn, that was a big goose." And
it sounds like that guy really liked eating that
Yeah.
goose, and he's got a guy playing a sort of fiddle or what have you, and
he could have some pretty cool armor with the flames on it, like the shirts that Guy Fieri wears. I feel like that could be a nice fantasy touch.
Yeah, like chainmail, but it's it's been dyed so that it has painted. So
and maybe he sort of deep fries his desserts with red breading.
Oh, okay. I see what we're going for
The
here.
red breading. Luke,
yeah,
did you like that or
that
not?
was okay.
Thanks, man.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the Pete noise. Well deserved. Well, this has run its course. Let's move on to the next.
My
Did you say anything?
I talked
during
about
that
the whole
segment,
thing
Luke?
about him being the cook of the realms, Thomas. Did you not hear it? Oh, that was the best fucking idea. Can I swear? I can't remember if I can swear on this. I can swear.
You're right. Sorry.
I just
Can you
can't remember.
swear on this show? The show is known as Cumbusters United. You think you can't swear on the show?
CBU.
Cognitive behavioral.
He's got nothing to say.
Trying to get something
now.
clever, but it was never as good as that red breading bit.
It's gonna be hard to top. Yeah, should we take a little breaky break?
Wait, what if it's called Daenerys Drive-Ins and Dives?
Hi, I'm Mike,
And I'm Josiah.
and we're the co-hosts of a weekly podcast called How Star Wars Is It?
On our show, we rate and review things on a scale of 1 to 10, but not of how good or bad they are, but of how Star Wars they are.
We've covered lots of movies, from The Matrix to Guardians of the Galaxy to all the Star Wars films, but we've also reviewed things like pumpkin spice lattes, Halloween, moving, burgers.
We've got over 150 episodes, and you don't have to listen to them all. You can just find the ones that look interesting and listen to those. There's no plot, there's no continuity. You don't have to worry about that. Okay? So if that sounds fun to you, tune in to How Star Wars Is It every Monday, wherever you get your podcasts.
How Star Wars Is It?
How Star Wars Is It? We love you, and may the fourth be with you.
And
We're
how?
back. Luke,
Buddy,
do you have a segment for us?
I ever? Okay, so in next year, I am going to be going to Japan, and looking forward to it. And one of the services that I have been looking into out of curiosity, and I just sent you guys a link to it. It's called
shit.
Ossan Rental, and this
shit.
is where you just rent an old man.
this is an escort service.
You rent an old guy
an
to be
old guy.
with you during your time.
Wait,
Oh,
where did you send this? Hold on, I need to see this. Where did you send it? Oh.
It's on Messenger. I can screen share if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and screen
so
share
the
that shit.
viewer can see this. I'm translating it to English. It might not be
There we go.
perfect, but it says a service that lets you rent an old man for 1,000 yen per
Which is
hour.
like $12. So
It's pretty good.
You get to rent an old man.
so like if you
What do
keep
you mean?
scrolling, you're gonna see your selection.
Do we see
Oh,
the
yeah, there's,
message from the CEO?
So now these are all the guys you can rent, and they have their descriptions. They have like stuff about them.
Starbucks is cool guy. A gentle old man from Hiroshima.
An old man who has lived abroad for a long time. I'm an old man from Shinjuku. There's a counselor old man. A man with a broad forehead. What is this one? Man with a broad forehead and a slight Kansai accent.
Nice to meet you. I'm a guy with a wide forehead.
I'm worried that my forehead sometimes looks shiny due to the lighting during web conferences. I'm an old guy who's in my first year of rental.
The first thing about him is just a fear he has about how he comes across.
Well, there's a bunch of descriptions, and like some of them are very lovely and heartfelt. There's a lot of people that just want to be like, I want to hear your stories. I want to listen to whatever you have to say. Other people, it's sadder. They're like, divorced, I drink, just looking to hang out.
Oh man,
Well, this guy, like a
there,
lot of
like,
these guys are
and
not that
I was-
old, you know?
I was trying to
I'm a
figure
little
out that-
disappointed.
Like,
a
is
boyish
that
guy.
I can't tell because it's supposed to be old man, and some of them, like you said, they seem pretty young. So is it just like leaping out to do this job, or?
I mean, there's a universe where, I mean, I could see that this guy kind of looks like an old guy with a young man's haircut.
He gets that
like,
going.
Well,
Yeah,
And
like,
he said-
like
he
it says
describes himself-
baby-faced.
a baby-faced old man, the best kind.
He's
Like
he's just
Benjamin-
dressed
like Benjamin
Justin
Button.
Bieber. He's wearing an Abercrombie and Fitch hoodie. Like, like, come on, what's happening here? Can you look at some of his other photos?
He's 42. That's not that old, man. And then he puts baby-faced in brackets. It's like, well, how about we start with your age, buddy?
Wait a minute. What? Oh, okay. Sorry, I saw the word naked and it scared me. But it said vehicle owns a '90s naked 400cc and 1200cc motorcycle. Yeah. Wow. This is something else.
I mean,
What
this
a
is like a
service.
father figure, right? Like a 42-year-old who can help you fix your motorcycle. It's less of a grandfather, more of the dad you've always needed.
If you go back to that for a
Yeah.
moment, because there was a very funny line in that.
Oh, yes.
This product is free shipping. Higher up.
He's gonna show up. You don't have to pay for his transit. He's just
His
gonna
His
appear.
Uber to you will be
Yeah.
free. Can you see some of his other photos, T? I want to look at some of his other photos. But they all look like
know
Yeah,
that
he's
he's
just
doing
doing
them.
his motorcycle and cool
What the
places
hell?
he's
Like-
been.
Just
Cool
photos of
places he's
places.
been.
So really,
Yeah, okay.
the segment I
That's
wanted to call "Old Man Roulette," where we each pick one
Yeah.
old man that we think is good for someone else. So like I pick for Kevin for
Okay.
Thomas for me. Yeah,
This is crazy. Yeah.
You almost
Yeah.
can't afford not to rent an old
Well,
man.
I have questions about like
Yeah,
the
these
rules.
prices.
Can you rent more than one old man? Do they fight each other if they find out there's more than one?
Wait, how come yours?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You got to translate it to English. Oh, here we go. Boom. Yeah.
So should I stop screen sharing so I
how
can
about we
find
take
one
like 30
for you
seconds?
guys?
Yeah,
We each find
yeah.
one.
Secret.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. I'll just play
Yeah.
something for them to listen to while that's happening. We'll go. We said.
And
like
so who
30
am I? I'm
seconds.
picking for Luke or Kevin here.
Pardon?
Am I picking for Luke or Kevin?
Oh, that's
we
a
do
good question.
clockwise based on camera. So Kevin pick for Thomas pick for me, I pick for Kevin.
Sounds good. Okay, starting now.
I can see it now. Thomas gasping for air. His mind shutting down slowly as his lungs fill with milky cream. Whose cream? Who's to say? But it is cream, and it is very milky.
Okay, I'm ready.
I think so as
me
well.
too. All right. So how do we? How
Maybe
should we
if
do
Thomas was
this?
sharing before, we can guide to.
Yeah. So then, Thomas, why don't you go first?
If
Oh,
you
that's
guys
a good
send the
idea.
links in Messenger, I can open them when it's your time. But I'll go first. I'll give you Luke's old man. There's a chance we may have chosen the same old man, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so Luke, you will be receiving the man in Shinjuku who can't say no.
Incredible.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now, this man does look AI generated to me. I don't know that this is a real person.
Hold on. Hello, I'm Shinjuku's unrejectable old man. LOL. Yeah, no way. This is a real human being, right?
I saw the
He
website
looks
of Old Man Rental and became interested, so I contacted the representative and made an appointment. I wanted to be of help to someone. My work involves construction, site management, and management for human resources and organizational development. So really the thing that stood out to me, of course, was that he can't say no. So let's see if there's anything here about like what you can get him to do. No, he doesn't elaborate on this, but there are some reviews, and I'd love to see. He has 136 reviews. There is a gay man who
Okay,
graduated
hold
from
on. Wait a
Tokyo
second.
University.
Wait a second. Scroll up for a second, because this photo is a guy who's on the
that's
surface.
right.
I saw this guy's photo while
I think-
scrolling.
I actually think the reviews are for other old men, not for this one.
Oh, this
These
is
are
just reviews
like-
of
yeah.
the service. The service, right. And it looks like the gay man who graduated Tokyo of Arts is doing well. By the way, he had multiple reviews. This is not a real man.
No, this
man
is a
is from
fake
DreamWorks.
man.
DreamWorks presents Old Man You Rent or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Old
Hey,
Two.
ladies, pick two. He's old, he can't say no, and he's not AI generated. You only get two of them. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
This is
Luke, I think
definitely not
this
a-
could be inspiring for you since you're interested in robot ethics, and also it could help you to kind of assert yourself in Japan because you won't be able to refuse any request.
My God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
I
he
like
plays
that
tennis
part.
just like you.
The idea of trying to play tennis with an AI is fascinating to me. Oh man,
That's
The
just
ma-
Pong,
yeah.
right? Isn't that just what Pong is?
the man who can't
More or
say
less.
no.
Okay,
I think
who's
it's
up
me.
next?
So I'll stop sharing for a sec and I'll open.
So I just
Luke's
said it in
link for
the
Kevin.
chat. So
Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
It's the same one that I fucking sent Thomas. I can tell because the code is the same on the URL.
is it the same guy?
All right, here we go.
So
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, it
great.
is.
Then
Yeah,
maybe we'll find some deeper meaning behind it. The clumsy, nerdy old man.
Yeah.
Oh man, he has lived a life. He's been like president of a job for I guess like most or half of his life. It sounds like he had a lot of sad stuff happen in his life because he lists both marriage, divorce, and bullying. But what took it for me, and I did like for Kevin, was the guy says, where was it? I almost died the other day. And what I thought at that time was that regret for things are left undone. And I feel like Kevin would capitalize on that. I think a lot of people in life, if they had like a life experience, they'd be like, I should do something with it, and then they don't. I think if Kevin had a life-death experience, he'd be like, fuck everything else. I'm just going to live life to the best. And I think that's going to resonate with...
Yeah, I am sort of. So you sort of think I need that then? Hey, you think I need a little bit of a kick in my ass, a little, and you think in order for me to have that, I need to meet this old nerdy man who can teach me about what it's like to live life. Like
I think you would capitalize, and you would be
dare
such
you.
a fucking cool. Your life would be wild if you were like, man. Also, lower down. Keep scrolling. I feel this guy has come through a lot of problems, and he had to point out even further. Keep going down. He's got a lot of poetry. Yeah, he's got poetry
This is like
above
a
it.
poem.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Please refrain from illegal activities such as receiving an "I'm your son" scam. This has happened to him so much that he had to write it in his profile, which I think is sad, but also it's a little funny.
I mean,
that's
this
very
guy,
good.
I do love the idea of like having a near-death experience and being like, I need to live my life to the fullest. I need to like embrace every day and my freedom to do what I want. I'm going to rent myself into service to another person rather than like claiming any independent agency. You're just like, I need to surrender even more of my free will to make some cash. It's time.
Oh Lord, is this? Oh my God!
But I like that he started safe driving lessons since he's a clumsy old man. He's been hitting his car into
It's
stuff all
about
the
time I
time.
learned.
I've thought. It's also just like I've thought about quitting my job, but I've never changed jobs. 26 years. That's such a weird thing to include. Like, not like I've proudly been working at the same company for 20 plus years. It's like I think about quitting a lot, and I just haven't done it
But I
yet.
can't do it.
I haven't mustered up the cojones to do it
This
yet.
guy needs to rent an even older man to guide him a little bit, I think.
You should click on the one that I sent you, Thomas. I found one sort of
Okay.
quickly as a substitute since you were sort of handing out
thank you.
AI generated ones. I thought maybe something in the same vein.
Oh, crap. I
Yeah.
need to refresh and get the translate here.
Yeah. hold
There
on
we
a second.
go.
There you go.
Oh, who doesn't think of himself?
Old man from Osaka who doesn't think of himself as an old man. 2 photos up. One is like a Bitmoji cartoon.
Yeah.
Of like a
Which,
very
if you post a
boyish looking
Bitmoji,
man.
you're old. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's an old
And then
person thing to do.
look at the other photo of him if you wanted some clarity.
Why is there this triangle above his head that's in perfect focus, but everything else is blurry? It really focused in on like a clothes rack behind him.
Oh, wild.
I thought he was trying to take picture of the fucking clothing rack behind him. Like, yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know if
think
there's much going on in the
The
description.
one
here.
thing I would want is that you do think of yourself as an old
Right?
man. I
Like-
don't like.
This guy's got like a dating profile for other old people. Like if you scroll down, also it just says age 40s. Yeah, and then I can't handle alcohol. It's very funny.
I guess there's a lot
Yeah.
of there's
An
a lot of
old
people
man's drawer. I'll draw it out
who
if
like
you
rent
want.
out old men to drink with. Like that's probably a big function.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It honestly is kind of intriguing. I think you should do this. I think you should rent an old man when you go there for a drink.
I think you should rent him for Jesse as a surprise. Like you don't show up. You say we're gonna go explore some temples and then we'll meet here for dinner, and instead you rent an old man who can't say no to tell Jesse about pickleball.
You rent a karaoke room with an old man and Jesse, and you make them sing
Incredible.
karaoke together.
I like
And
that.
Jesse can talk about night work. When I worked at a snack bar and a host club when I was young, it says.
How to utilize the subconscious mind. That's interesting.
Oh, man, I could use that. What I
like
can't do.
the-
Can you please keep scrolling?
Oh yeah, let's find out what the limits are.
Illegal.
Physical labor, illegal
Again,
activity.
why do you have to say that unless it's come up a number of times?
There's something
and
about
there's-
being rented as a human being that tends to lead to criminal activities for some reason. I do like that he's open to talking about love, affairs, cheating. He's like kind of a counselor in that way, and he doesn't want to commit any nuisance activities that might bother people.
This is sort of like it is in like this is sort of weirdly
Right.
pro sex work, right? Like not that these people are selling sex, but that you can just rent yourself out and commodify yourself in. It's obviously grossly capitalistic in its own way, but like also the idea that like humans can offer services to each other in sort of private fiscal exchange, and that's okay. Which I guess is something that we do all the time anyway. But for some reason, like sort of freelancing it and it just being like this generalized, I like.
It seems very unsafe in a way, but
yeah,
I guess
Japan
in
is
Japan
safe.
there's kind
Japan
of
is very safe.
They deal with and they deal with loneliness in this kind of way. They're like there's a lot of disconnection, so it's like services that provide someone to talk to. It is a little bit like therapy, seemingly. Like they're all saying, "I can sit down with you and hear about your problems." Like
it feels weird after reading like a person's like sincere description, a heartfelt desire for life. At the end, you're like, "I like that. Add to cart."
Yeah, add to cart for a human being is really uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, I when at Valentine's Day I hand out cards that say "add to heart." And then it's got a picture of me, and then sort of my rates for sort of cunnilingus and other services.
Well, you do, you are a sex worker, and you rent yourself out on Valentine's Day.
I also wanted to give a shout out to one of the guys that didn't come up, but his name is the weak-willed man from Taito Ward.
The weak-willed man is great. Him and the man who can't say no. We should rent them both and make them fight to the death or something.
Get like a Jordan Peterson debate between those two guys.
Yeah, they each have to take a position on postmodernism and
agreeable.
Yeah, and lobsters.
That was a great segment, Luke. Rent an old man today.
Yeah.
We could, Kevin, maybe rent an old man for 1 hour to do the podcast with us. That could be a future episode.
Wait a minute. That's what I want for my birthday. Is I want you to rent an old man to do Oops All segments with. Well, we need somebody who could. Presumably they can't speak English, right?
Because I think some of them can. Like there's one of you brought up the guy who's been like living around the world or something. He surely. Man abroad.
Oh, sure,
also, like most of them are 1,000 yen. There's one guy who's like president who's like 20,000 yen.
What the hell?
Gotta get him.
The president of Japan
president of something.
And you can rent you can get some time with the leader of Japan for 20,000 yen.
Is that how Abe got assassinated? They rented him
the wrong guy.
Let's see here, 20,000 yen. Yeah, so that's like less than $200, just to be clear. 200 Canadian dollars. Should we spin the wheel one more time? That was a lot of fun. I like that.
Let's spin it.
Let's spin it.
Woo! You Gon Learn Today. Participants must look up some posts on Today I Learned. This is a subreddit. So we're gonna learn some new information. I was today years old when I learned that actually in 2007, 17-year-old George Hotz became the first person to remove the SIM lock on an iPhone. He then proceeded to trade the second iPhone that he unlocked to Terry Dadone, the founder of Certicell, for a Nissan. This is so specific. Like,
what the
for a
fuck?
Nissan 350 OZ and 3 more iPhones. Like, yeah, I didn't learn that because it's the most
I don't know what it means. I
information.
can't comprehend it. So I didn't learn it because I can't. My brain isn't able to wrap
I still
my head
haven't
around
learned it.
Terry Dadone and Certicell.
I need to explain it like I'm 5 for Today I Learned. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Keep scrolling here. Let's learn about Ken Allen.
All of them are just Wikipedia articles. They just click on a random person's page and then pick a fact and post it on here.
Yeah. Okay, here.
77,000 upvotes. So Ken
Today
Allen,
I learned
an
that Ken Allen,
yeah,
an orangutan at the San Diego Zoo, became famous for his many successful escapes. That should be the headline, but instead it goes on to say during his escapes, He would peacefully stroll around the zoo looking at other animals. He never acted aggressively towards patrons, but would throw rocks at Otis, another orangutan he despised. Okay, this is kind of hilarious.
That is what, if Luke was an orangutan, this is what he would be like. He'd peacefully stroll around the zoo.
Also, this guy's name is Ken Allen. He is the name of a Mad Men character, essentially.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
They actually used the character model for Ken Allen in a rock star detective gang, where you can sort of read people's facial expressions.
Yeah. And if you think they're lying, you have to huck a rock at them through the bars of their cell.
It's called San Diego Noir.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
These are weird. Should we do like some of the top posts, because these are feeling a little like what are some of the top of the year, perhaps?
Yeah, let's go like top.
I thought this was more about people like,
there we go.
Like they discovered information, or like I did this today and learned, not like I opened Google and it told me something.
Right. People are just desperately scanning Wikipedia to find stuff they can then tell everyone to get upvotes.
Yeah. This first one is fucking hilarious. Today I learned Anthony Bourdain called Ratatouille simply the best movie ever made.
Best food movie.
I thought that too, actually.
I thought it said best movie ever made. This is due to details like burns on the cook's arms, accurate to working restaurants. Okay, he said they got it right and understood movie.
Okay,
making.
And like
he got it. Like it's a good movie. I like it, but like, yeah, it's not. He also worked on the movie. It says he's credited for the notes he provided early on, so he worked on the movie.
You're tooting your own horn, Mr. Bourdain.
Yeah.
And this is like the highest rated article.
Yeah, they loved that fact.
Oh, this next one is kind of cringe.
There's one about how Fight Club got booed and Brad Pitt said it was the best movie he's ever going to be in. And he probably just said that because he looked really hot in it.
Yeah, and also it was probably a fucking joke, right? If you and I were sitting in an audience and people were ripping ass. What
kind of theater are you guys in?
Why did we serve so much frozen yogurt before the film?
It was Guy Fieri in Game of Thrones. But like, if I just turned to you, I was like, yeah, well, this is the best movie I'm ever gonna be in, and everyone's like booing it. Like, I assume it's a joke, right?
This is pretty good. So legendary session bassist Leland Sklar put a switch on his bass that does nothing. He calls it the producer switch. When a producer asks for a different sound, he flips the switch, making sure they can see, and carries on. He says this placebo has saved him a lot of grief.
That's incredible. That's very good.
That's pretty good.
Leland Sklar is such like a bassist's name. Like Leland Sklar.
For some reason we got two 9/11 ones in a row after this. I don't know how that happened, but
they were both 10 months ago as well. Was that on 9/11?
Was that September? Possibly. So the 9/11 rescue dogs became so depressed finding only dead bodies that rescue workers had to stage fake rescues to boost their morale.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
Heartbreaking.
What the fuck? Why would you?
This
okay,
is
well,
kind
let's try
of
the next
reminds...
9/11 one, see if it's better.
Well, yeah, this might be a pick-me-up. Let's see. The only plane permitted to fly on 9/11 after the attacks was a plane flying from San Diego to Miami to deliver anti-venom to a man bitten by a highly poisonous snake. It was escorted by 2 fighter jets. Wow, that was the one exception. That's fascinating.
Imagine if the terrorists had taken down that plane as well, then like...
They somehow were also in on that one.
Yeah.
They set up the snake bite to cue a one additional plane.
To hit a third tower.
I know that the dogs that were present at the Valentine's Day massacre in Chicago were so traumatized by that they had to be put down. They had PTSD from witnessing people being killed, which I didn't think could happen to dogs, but I guess it can. Anyway, this has been Oops All Segments. Luke, thank you so much for coming on.
I don't want to end on dead dog tone. Make a joke.
Let's do a rapid fire segment.
Anything but dead dog
segment.
One more segment.
Jesus Christ, rapid fire.
Okay, this segment is
how did
problematic
you lose your
pitch.
Okay.
So this is Connor McBride. Participants should create and craft what could be the most problematic segment possible. Obviously, don't actually do it.
So,
what is it?
So we're trying to make up something that a segment that we should never do.
The most problematic segment possible.
Okay. Okay.
So I would say, I don't know, like reading 9/11 facts and then kind of riffing on them.
Yeah. Riffing on them.
As though it's not a tragedy that people actually died in. That would be pretty problematic.
I think if you had
talking about Tennessee Williams' work and saying how gay it is, that would probably be too problematic to release.
Yeah, honestly, just making light of the queer experience in general on the show.
Yeah.
And sort of using gay as sort of a throw around cavalier term. Something we should probably
a segment
avoid.
Where you just talk about if you had to kill a dog, how would you kill that dog?
Right.
That's good, yeah.
Right. And like what size of sex toy you'd want to use to do that.
You're going to kill it with sex.
Of course.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's I'm on board again. I'm back on board.
Thank you, Connor, for that amazing idea. I hope we did it justice. We should do one episode where I dress like Kevin and do brown face, and he dresses like me and does Jew face, and we kind of he wears a big nose like the goblins in the bank.
We'll make it like a
Potter.
Jubilee thumbnail for that one, like a middle ground Jubilee.
Yeah.
One Jew surrounded or whatever the fuck.
We can say like we solved it with our backs to each other, and it's like the Middle Eastern flags, but you're like, wearing whiteface and I'm wearing I'm wearing brown
I like the idea that you guys come up to it.
It's just like region
comes
solved.
Like goes hard, really does it. Kevin does nothing to wear costume, and it's just
I just show up like myself. Thomas is in full brown face. It like fully looks like me. And I'm just also me. What the hell, man? This is fucked.
That's good.
Yeah. This is like a bit that Luke and I have riffed on multiple times that I like, and I have never done on the show, I think. We might have brought it up, but I like the idea of telling somebody, like if the three of us were hanging out and or if Thomas, if you and I were hanging out and Luke was a friend of ours, we didn't like that you didn't know, but I knew, and I was like, we start talking, and I'm like, and you know, having a conversation, like, oh man, Thomas, that's okay, you can stop doing that accent now, man, and like just making like just saying that your regular voice is an accent and implying that you're doing like sincerely being like, okay, but stop doing the voice. Like you don't have to keep doing the accent. You can just talk in your regular voice. Like you don't have to put it on for my friends.
Kevin, it's okay. Just use your real voice. It's fine. All right.
Yeah. Then you have to like just putting somebody in a position where they might have to put on another accent to get through. Kind of
just do a slight British accent for the rest of the day. Well, this time for real, it's been Oops All Segments. Yeah. Luke, thank you so much for jumping back in and introducing us to your wonderful culture and website.
1,998. 1,999.
He's doing burpees.
2,000.
Wow. 2,000. Is there anything that you want to plug?
I think we recently dropped another episode of what we do in the basement. Always a a baller of a good time. But yeah, this summer, if you're in Winnipeg, come see Winnipeg Fringe Festival. A bunch of us will be doing shows. Always a good time to be out there in real life, seeing real people.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you still plugging your Pokemon?
Oh, fuck, man.
Simpsons
I've been
stuff?
trying to get
Or
that,
is
like, on Redbubble, and they keep editing out at, like, arbitrary times my pictures. It's not concrete enough, but, like, if people want, like, look up on Instagram, Pokemon Simpsons. I have a lot of art. I worked really hard on it.
Yeah.
And the forces that be, the man
Yeah.
is saying I can't use that in life. I can't make money on that.
Yeah. Luke is being oppressed
Every
by
day.
the man. So, the Pokemon. And so, yeah, I'll put a link to that in the show. Check it out. It's really genuinely great stuff. If you're a fan of Pokemon or Simpsons, or you know somebody who's a fan of Pokemon or Simpsons, you need to buy them a little Prezi. It's a good thing to look at. Look into. If you, as Luke said, if you're in Winnipeg and you want to check out shows where you can catch us in the flesh doing our fleshy things, you can see the big improv show that's going to feature a lot of us a lot of the time, and that's happening at Prairie Theater Exchange. I think the Fringe Festival starts on July the 17th, I want to say, and runs 26th. Until the 28th. 26th, okay. And so, yeah, we'll be at the Prairie Theater Exchange at the big improv show. I myself will be doing the another improv show called Instant Modern Classic, which will be a lot of fun, and it's sort of like a live improvised play each night. And yeah, check it out. If you like this show, you'll like the big improv show. Last year, Luke led us through a shit-themed Lord of the Rings episode.
I won. I just want to say I won that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, it was something else. And if you're looking for another podcast to check out, you can check out Luke, you can check out Thomas, you can check out myself on What We Do in the Basement. As Luke said, we just dropped another episode. Links to that will be in the description. It's a Let's Play D&D show, and it's fucking good. Thomas, do you have things you need to plug out in the shop?
Yeah. You're in Chicago, check out Trigger Happy every Saturday at The Annoyance. Check me out in Camp Whatsitsname at The Revival, and probably do something with Secret Family Sketch soon. TBD, but yeah, I'll be in Winnipeg for big improv. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm doing a few of those shows, so check them out.
Keep on clapping cheeks and slapping freaks. This has been Oops All Segments.
Oops, all segments.